Right, welcome to this Battlefield terrain tutorial. I've got an industrial war zone for you here in this video. As per usual, I'm going to guide you through step by step for all the elements that make up this board. Very straightforward, this one, not much work involved. It's just making use of some terrain sets, some battle mats, and then a minimum number of accessories really to create this table. So stay tuned, I'll guide you through the process. Actually quite straightforward for this board, but very impressive. A nice theme, nice green theme running here with this table. So I will leave as many links as I can for you in the video description below to products and also to helpful videos. So first up, as per usual, is the foundation. So it's a battle mat here. It is called Chem from GameMat.eu. So it's this rubbery mouse mat material. If I take you to the corner across here, so that's the other side of it, actually using upside down battle mats to give us this nice edge, the edge of our table. So rubbery mouse mat material, design printed on one side and then the soft rubber on the other. These roll out nice and flat. They come with a carry case as well, so you just roll them up, unroll them when you're going to use them. They store away easily, they're durable, they like, if you look after them, battle mats will last for years and years. You can actually also get double-sided mats from GameMat.eu, so actually have a printed design on both sides to really get good value, like a different design on each side. Just flip it over and you've got a different setup, and so you can go down that route as well. Check out GameMat.eu for the mats. They also do, for 40k, they do this mat in 6x4. This one is 60x44, so it's the correct size for your regular games of 10th edition. You'll also find that they do this one with the Nexus, the Pariah Nexus markings faintly put on across the board. So where all the objective markers should go, the deployment zones, all of that laid out for you for every mission that's from the Nexus set. So that's an option as well. You can go for uninterrupted, just plain design, which we have here, or it's very faint lines on it, giving you the markings for all the missions currently for Pariah Nexus. So that's the variety of options now that you have for the battle mats from GameMat.eu. I'll link the mat. I'll leave a general link for GameMat.eu as well. Also a discount code that you can use that will work across the store for all of their mats and also their pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. The great thing about the mat, you roll it out nice and flat. It immediately gives you a colour theme and design across the board. They're figure friendly, so if models drop and fall down, it's a nice softer surface. And then the other great thing about these, nice and quiet, no clattering, you're rolling dice on the board. So that's the battle mat. It's given us this nice theme. So we've got rusty, silvery colours here, some blood spatters and so on, but you've got this neon design running through as well. When the grid, the panels are removed, you've got this under hive stuff going on. There's a nice feature here in the middle, and there's patches of it dotted around the table. So terrain wise, to build this board up, there's two elements going on. So we have a terrain set here from GameMat.eu. So this terrain set is called Fallout Zone. It's a Chem zone for the mat and a Fallout Zone for the terrain set. So you get these. They come in halves. You can join them together or use them however you want. It's like a low ruin. Then you also get larger ruin pieces. So you get this one. This is a larger piece, taking you up to another level, and then a medium-sized piece across here as well. And again, you can go for individual pieces, or you can start to join them together however you want. Just you could do all four corners and make a larger ruin. You can spread the corners out and have gaps in between, however you want to do it. These have been color corrected or color adjusted to match in with this board just slightly. So they come like grey. I can run you through this because it's very quick. So these come to you like a grey, highlighted grey. So that looks okay, but they're very black and white, as opposed to this board, which has some rusty browns running through it, and obviously we've got the neon green running through as well. So I took some spray cans, Dark Angel green from Army Painter. You can see it sprayed on very gently. The Army Painter do like a bone color spray as well, and again that's been sprayed on very gently, just in small patches. You can see a bit of it that's sprayed across here, and some of the green, I pointed it out there. There's a bit here as well, just short bursts of it. And then you can also use just a bit of regular grey spray, and that'll just tone down, it'll calm down the highlighting, just to take the edge off of it and soften it. And then on these pieces here, a bit of Seraphim Sepia, just the metallic rods and so on sticking out. just to rust those up a little bit. And that's all I did. So there's no highlighting involved, no painting, other than the staining of those metallic parts, and literally 15 minutes work. Just a very gentle, slight colour correction with the terrain. And it just knocks the edge off of it from that factory kind of painted look, and then just softens it down. You add a few sprays, a few spray cans, a bit of Seraphim Sepia for rust, and that's the terrain set done. So it didn't take very long at all, but it just tones the colour in just slightly to match in with the matte. So that's the Fallout Zone set that's running around the edge of this board. And then what I've gone for is like a feature in the middle. So this stuff here is from Gale Force 9. Now, these come as individual terrain pieces like this one here. So this is the Gothic Sector Battlefield in a box. It's the Legion range, and this box here is a fully painted building. It's the Arsenal, it's called. It's this one here. Now, so bear in mind, I have put this on top of another landing pad here just to build up the terrain. But that's that one. They do generators like this. Again, I've put this inside another piece just to build it up. So it's nicely done. Now, this hasn't been painted especially for me, and I haven't touched this. This is how it comes. So edge highlighting done. Chevrons all painted up. These cool glowing sticks here in the middle. That's a standard paint job on these, so they come pre-painted. And the handy thing about these being individually boxed is you can pick and choose what combinations you want to go for. Gale Force 9 sent me like one of each just to illustrate, but you can go heavy on different types. You can get more of these sentry guns. This is one of the sentry guns that they do. Very cool. They do have a smaller sentry guns. I've put this one on top of the building, but it can go anywhere. And you've got weapon loadout options. So you can go for las cannon star. With that, I've gone for the heavy bolter theme with that. Large terrain piece across here. Again, just stacked a piece of terrain on top. Smaller pieces like this. This connects to this one. This one I've put this piece inside, but you can use it as like a redoubt, little defensive bit just there. The reason why I've stacked these up is this terrain's quite tall, and so I wanted to get a bit of height off of these just to balance the whole thing out. So I've been stacking the terrain here just to build up a bit of height with these pieces. It's a large landing pad across here. Put some Minotaur armed containers on top of it, just to build it up to create a bit of height here in the center of the table. But you can check them out. It's the Gothic Sector. You can get a hold of these from discount retailers, no problem. Gaming Figures do them, so I'll link them below as well. But that's pre-painted terrain. It's the Gothic Sector range here, Battlefield in a box from Gale Force 9. And again, I said this board wasn't much effort. This is all pre-painted. I haven't done anything to this here, just unboxed and then put it out onto the board. So if you're looking for pre-painted terrain to a pretty decent standard, it also looks like this terrain goes well with the matte. I mean, look at the chevrons here painted up, and the battle mat has it as well running across there. So we've got a real good match. And again, the glowing greens running through here, and some darker green theme running through here. It just matches in brilliantly with this terrain set. So it all goes nicely together here on this board. And judging by the comment section, people have said that this terrain is based on the Dawn of War computer game. So it actually has a very strong 40k theme. So that's the terrain. I've combined the Gale Force 9 stuff with the game mat.eu and filled out the table quite nicely. To finish off this board, there is some accessories like these. These are from Games Workshop, just to give their industrial kind of theme, some tank traps and so on from them. I'm using my walkways just to create some extra levels. So I put a square walkway on top of the containers. I've linked over to this ruin. I have a couple of these walkways. These are scratch built. I'll leave a link to a YouTube video that will show you how that's done. You can use that for the walkways, propaganda posters, and also the chain link fences that we do. It's all the same process, same materials involved. And then the final finishing touch is just stones and accessories. You're trying to get the 3D terrain to blend in with the 2D matte. And so a few heaps of stones dotted around just really helps to blend things in. So those are just stones. And then I put them in a tray and sprayed them with grey. I've run a bit of rust through them as well, and actually just sprayed these stones just in a universal grey colour with some brown spray as well, some rust running through them. And then anything that's grey themed terrain, I just use those stones on there. And then as you go along, you can add in accessories and so on, just some spare kits as part of a land speeder, I think, for Space Marines. Spray it silver rusted up and just have that as an accessory, just dotted about on the board. Spare weapons look great, spread out across the table as well. So that is the board here, nice and straightforward. Battle mat's already done. Terrain, if you want to, some extra finishing touches to that. And the Gale Force 9 set, I've done no work on that, just comes straight out of the box, ready to use. I'll leave the links below for this board, and as per usual, we'll fade out with some atmospheric music to capture the flavour of this table. Keep a look out for more tutorials for your terrain on the channel. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.